Dadgummit, you kids, you don't get too close to that edge. That's a little ways down there, isn't it? Woo. That is so beautiful. Mountains in the background, still covered in snow. Grass is starting to turn green again. The leaves haven't quite come out of the trees, but definitely beautiful. So I have to ask something that's probably going to sound kind of pompous, and I don't mean it that way. I'm not sure exactly how else to say it though. I've thought about it for a while, trying to figure out how I could word it differently where it didn't sound like I thought I was some great person and better than thou. Because if you know me, you know I don't think that way. But how many times have you praised God for His handiwork today? How many times do you do it every day? And how many times do you just thank Him for the small things in life? You know, a smile from a stranger, just a cup of coffee, all of the small stuff, the sun shining on your face, the heat that you feel on the back when the sun is at your back. Springtime coming and being done with winter, even though sometimes it seems like it's coming just a little bit too slow. Those are all things that I'm just wondering how often do we thank God for just the little things. I know the big things are when we really think of Him more often. Most often we think of Him with the big troubles in our lives, and you know, that's when we really come to Him, is when we're having big problems in our lives and everything. But what about the little times? Just the day-to-day things that make your day a little bit better. Just a question I have. Please answer that amongst yourselves, you know, with yourself. I thank Him for that view, and I praise God for the mountains that He made, the snow that still covers it, because that means full rivers later in the year, which helps the fish come back, which helps feed Alaska, feed a lot of people in Alaska at least. Just a question I had. So I did a little bit of work on the stump this morning, and I got her that far. You know, and this is a huge win for me. I was able to get a lot dug out, and I've been fighting this stump off and on for about 5 years, I would estimate, and this is the best I've had for getting chunks out in a long time. Now, it was all last year when I tried to dig this out. It was all still solid, and I was smacking it with an axe in there, and I guess I was able to get enough moisture down in there, and it finally rotted out. That's just the middle of the tree, obviously. This is all still solid, but you can see where I've, you know, I even took my chainsaw and I cut trying to get anything, so the axe where I was smacking away at it, you can see a lot of the areas where I was hitting it and stuff, trying to get things to break. And you know, it's a chunk of the stump over here. The hose is sitting on it and stuff. I mean, it was a huge tree. It's a huge stump still, but I actually made some progress. Praise God for that. This is definitely a win. You know, this is one of those things where I do say praise God, because just how long I have fought this stump. This is a huge blessing. Hitting it right at the right time for me when I really want to get things done. This is huge. And you know, some of these chunks, like this is a chunk that I pulled out, and it's still frozen. It was right in the middle, and this is all still frozen. You can still, it's very, very cold to the touch. It was crystallized this morning when I first dug it out. That is a huge win for me. I'm very happy with that. And now that it's down that far, I can get it down. I can get this, hopefully I can get this stuff cut out and gone. It needs to go down about 1 foot, and it's about 2 feet tall here in the front and almost 3 feet in the back there. So I will put an old chain on an old saw and see if I can have at it, but that's going to be for a different day, or maybe later tonight. I have other things I need to get going on and get done today. So that's a huge score. I'm very happy. Okay, well, we're back at the garden again. Me and Kara got that one moved down here yesterday. Tore it apart, put it back together. It's all down here now. We are slowly filling it up with organic material or dirt. Potatoes are planted, and I have a layer of leaves over the top just to kind of help hold the moisture in. Potatoes are in here as well. This is all planted now, so that's really good. Yeah, I was able to pick up those rugs. I don't know if I showed it on video. I picked up 6 or 8 of those rugs that were destined for the garbage. They were headed to the dumpster, so I grabbed them and Brought them home for this very purpose. Put them in between the beds. And that's the first one down. I don't have this one down yet just because I want to get the rocks and get that leveled out a little bit better before I lay it down in there. Goodness gracious. Got a little bit more dug out on the tree. Trying to get down to the roots so that I can cut them off. They're not feeding the tree anymore, obviously. There's nothing growing there, but the farther down I can get and the more of that stuff I can get ripped out, the better off I'll be. And well, it is exposed right now. I just kind of want to work at it. And you might wonder why I don't just rent a stump grinder. One, they're expensive, and two, I'd have a hard time getting it in on this location. And then three, I'm just working at it a couple hours, or not even, sometimes just a half an hour a night. Just working at it slowly, getting her done. I did this on another one. I just kind of pick a stump every year, it seems like, and just start working on it. And this is the one that I picked this year. But I still definitely feel blessed that I've gotten this far. It's going to come right along for the greenhouse, so I'm happy with that. But that is pretty much all I've been up to. Just getting flower beds built, or garden beds built, and potatoes planted. I'm not sure everything that Kara planted, and I know we're gonna plant some more in this one still. Maybe some radishes, I have some green onion bottoms that I want to put in the dirt. Do some more romaine lettuce, and what we don't eat, the chickens definitely will. They love that stuff. So yeah, just a real quick update. I'm not going to make this video really long. People are probably getting tired of watching me do my gardening, so I will be hitting the sawmill. Once I get this one done, then I'm going to be focused on the sawmill for a while. But I want to get this one done tomorrow probably, so that we can get some things planted in it. Thank you for watching this edition of Not So Remote Alaska. And until next time, may God bless and keep each and every one of you. And with that, I am out.